Now, let me explain. A story of creation, how my spine was made. You see, in order to get the apple, I had to collude with the snake. But when I swallowed knowledge, I cast him aside. Guess he couldn't stand that blow to his pride. The snake was vain and wanted more than I gave. He crept under my skin and took my confidence away. Cursed to always remember through deformity and pain. But then a snake charmer came, spinning his words like a thread, weaving a cloth to spread over the canyon I found myself in front of. And those promises glowed, like the golden towers of city in ruin, drawing me in, a weary traveler, to the suggestion of safety, of comfort. And those towers were my lighthouse, a beacon of hope, taking me to nowhere but the end of a rope. If you make it, you make it. If you don't, you die. What choice do you have other than to try? Even with the chance of falling, would you still want to fly? With your prison behind you and freedom ahead, all the possibilities going wild in your head, would you honestly stop to heed a warning? Would you notice that the beacon of hope, that stunning bright light, was taking away your chance at flight? Now I have scars on my sides from when my wings tried to fly. But when the shell is too warped, it crushes what's inside. No bud could sprout from this crushed seed. They said they'd mold it back into shape, but they did not succeed. So scars remain, like a signature on a fake contract, a permanent reminder of those fair weather promises, all those half-truths so reminiscent of youth. But this is not a playground, and I am not a backyard garden. You cannot tend to me only when you see the sprouts of undesired seeds. I am more than the accumulation of flowers and weeds. You can't just trim the dead leaves and say that it's better when the soil is ruined from years of bad weather. But I promise, no bright light could blind these eyes if you gave Icarus another chance to fly. But second chances are for the romantics. In cheesy movies with songs and dances, my life is not contained in a screen. There might be a beginning and an end, but I'm forever in between, with emotions unresolved and questions left unanswered. Now I'm left grieving at the grave of my own body. Place flowers at the stone, don't let the weeds grow. But if they do, please let me give my body back to nature. I'm sure she can do more with it than I can. Let the bougainvillea curl around my twisted trunk. Let the anger continue building like the high stack of x-rays and pamphlets, tilting so far it's about to spill over on the shelves like vertebrae, caving in on themselves. Thin paper cuts like the scales of a snake who was fossilized in bone. They wonder what strings make up the fabric of your character. Well, the fabric of my character is the sweater I put on to hide my insecurities. It is the blanket I cocoon myself in to save myself from the cacophony of words that threatens to suffocate me. It is the magic carpet that takes me to the realm of dreams, away from a world where my spine curves like a snake, who slithers up my body to hiss words of hate so that its venom is perpetually pumped through my veins. Yes, I took the apple because knowledge is power. And I guess I reveled in it for a little while after. But ignorance is bliss. And I started to rethink what I did to let the devil in. But I guess there's no point in thinking about how I almost flew, or go over all the things I did not do. My wings became wind, and I fell through the sky. And I was left wondering if I really did fly. But the snake got his way, condemning me to the earth. But when I crashed into the ocean, I didn't see him anymore. But I struggled, and I thrashed, and I gasped for air in the grasp of the ocean's white lace gloves. But then I let myself sink into the depths of the ocean. Maybe sinking will lead me back to the sun.